What you know about a dog, about a man on a mission about to get this degree? What you know about the cat with the pen in his hand and his ink gon' flee?
What you know about a dog when that bone's all he sees? What you know about a cat that spit that third degree heat?
I'm like Socrates on scholarship with the brain so heavy can't wobble it. And the thought so bright I can't polish it. If there's any chains I demolish them.
I'm like tears with the pen so back on. This food for thought.
Welcome back for another episode. We're back with season 2.
Season 2.
And what have we been up to?
Oh man, so much. What was the last thing? So we ended season 1 on a bang, and me and Alana were debating veganism, and it's like an ongoing topic. She's vegan, I eat meat, and so yeah, now we're in season 2, and we're starting like a new format where we kind of interview people.
Yeah, we did it once in season 1 with Michelle Martinez of the Self-Care Life.
Shout out.
Yeah, and that was a great episode.
It's great.
So make sure to listen to that if you haven't already.
So yeah, and there's been a lot of change in both our lives, right?
A lot of change. I moved. First off, I changed my apartment. I'm living in a totally different side of town now than I used to.
Don't
be.
say what neighborhood.
I was about to.
She's about to. She was on the west side.
Yeah, I'm not there anymore though. So don't look for me there.
I was going through some family tragedy that kind of like threw me off of the path that felt right for me. But it was good in so many ways because, through struggle and suffering, you end up as like a changed person. So that's what I've been dealing with, and it's the passing of my grandfather. So he's the patriarch of our family, and he left a big hole, and us as a family, we've been trying to like fill it together, and so it's just something that's kind of like changed me. I'm still trying to process like how it's changing me and has changed me, and I'm still kind of grieving in my own ways, but it's good to kind of jump out of the unhealthy grieving. So I was just like boozing and just like it just wasn't good. Like it wasn't good, and my diet was way off. So I'd still been exercising and stuff like that, but I decided to quit that, and now I'm getting on a good path, and it starts out with my diet and exercise and making sure that my body's right, so then I can focus on healing my spirit. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Speaking of the spirit and healing the spirit, our first podcast episode, we were interviewing Mike Fullahope, whose music is, I find, very healing to my spirit. And he has a show, actually, that's going to be tonight, September 7th. I feel like I should pull the information up for that so that I can actually plug it.
Mike Fullahope. So Alana first introduced me to Mike's music when we first started hanging out, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool.
His music is incredible, absolutely incredible. We're gonna leave a link to his SoundCloud in the description box below. So.
Yeah, and actually I found out that me and Mike are neighbors. That's pretty cool. Like, he's a very cool guy, down to earth, very mature,
very socially conscious.
Very conscious.
But his music is just like, it's socially conscious and it's aware, but it's not like too aware. It's like there's still
he has
like
fun with it.
He has fun with it, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's not like nerdy music. You know what I mean? Because that's a thing that exists sometimes, where it's like
it's not like in your face.
It's not in your face.
He still has fun with it,
And it's still he has amazing flow.
Yeah,
like, amazing.
I really like it. I really don't like conscious rap, but like Mike Fullahope,
he does it different.
He does it way different. I really like his flow.
You don't even know it's like conscious rap you're listening to, if that makes any sense. It just like the music is just so good, and like Okay, so not tomorrow, because I'm releasing this tomorrow. So today, September 7th, tonight, at Subterranean at 7 p.m., make sure to catch Mike Fullahope in concert. It is...
So I think the doors open at 7.
Doors open at 7. It's $12. It's a 17 and over show, so if you're not 21 yet, don't worry about it. You can still go.
And so the doors open at 7, but Mike actually goes on stage at 7:45.
Yep.
And yeah, I had a blast interviewing Mike, and
I hope we get to talk to him again. Even we should get him on for a video. I think that'd be dope.
Wait, he was on a video.
He's on a video for my YouTube
channel.
channel. I think we should do one for the Seek channel.
Okay,
though.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool to get in his mind and like get through his like creative process and like.
And what his mission is with his music and how he was talking about how he feels responsible to make music that uplifts humanity, that like gives off a good message that people can feel empowered by, which I think is really cool.
Alana's been doing like hella pull-ups, like she's fucking ripped.
I've also been eating super raw, not 100% raw, but like I've been eating 1 watermelon a day. They've been on sale at Jewel. You can have a whole watermelon for $2.88, but I think the normal price is $5.99 for the variety I got. And not anymore though, because the sale already ended. But
did you stock up?
I did for a while. I only have 1 left now, so I'm gonna eat that tomorrow.
Cool. So yeah, this season we hope to bring you guys like a lot more like interviews.
More interviews.
After Mike Fullahope, we actually have interviewed somebody else. We'll keep that under wraps until that's out.
That was a great one. That was a trippy one.
Very cool.
Sophia, shout out.
Hey, Starla. And yeah, I don't know. I just can't wait.
I can't wait for it all. We have so many cool events that we want to plan for you.
So in season 1, we actually did 2 community like movement events.
Yeah, I would say it was like movement, but also spiritual mind type of.
It's like
stuff.
a conscious like get you back in your body and like get connected with your senses.
Just like dance.
Yeah,
and have fun.
It was really cool. I got over the summer. I got to help Alana like record a video.
You gotta help me record another one.
It was really cool. Her workshop was amazing. I don't know what I was. I had no expectations going into it, and then afterwards, I was telling her how it was actually like. It helped me understand that I still needed to grieve about my grandfather's passing, and
it was
very like powerful. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad that you got something out of it. I've been doing these workshops called Access Your Animal. I do a free one outdoors in Chicago, different parks in Chicago, and basically we just do different exercises to connect with nature, with ourselves, our own bodies, and other people. So, but anyway, do you want to talk a little about your road trip that you went on?
Oh my God, I went through so much anguish and suffering, but it was great.
Yeah, so during our break, Vic went on this like crazy road trip for 2 weeks. He went out west.
Yes,
and
so
he was telling me the craziest stories.
Oh my God.
True test of character.
It was nuts. I left from Chicago, so to Portland was a 31-hour drive, and then up to like Seattle was another like 5 hours, and then from there was another 3 hours to Olympic National Park.
He went by himself. He picked up a hitchhiker.
I picked up a hitchhiker coming down from Seattle, doing the drive down Highway 101.
He locked his keys in his car.
I locked my keys in the car. That was fucking nuts because the whole trip I've been telling myself.
He built a contraption out of hangers to get himself the key.
I MacGyvered the fuck out of that.
He really did. He was gonna smash his window open first.
And perseverance. And when you're in those situations, it's like put up or shut up, and I put the fuck up. I felt like a man. It was fucking awesome. I picked up the hitchhiker on my way down the West Coast to like Cali, and then I went to Dallas, and then back up to like Chicago, on my way back to Chicago, I popped a tire, and I'd never changed the tire.
Yeah, you really went through all this crazy
I had
shit.
no, like, signal. I couldn't YouTube how to fucking change tires. I did it. And then I went into the nearest town. I bought a tire. So I changed it into a donut, and then I bought a tire.
He told someone off, too.
Oh my god,
He told someone off.
I'm sorry. Like, first of all, it's not my responsibility to put anybody in their place. You know, you be you, you do you. You know, but all that rationale goes out the window when you're a little inebriated. And I was inebriated, and I'm from fucking Chicago.
You were being like, you were being rude to. Not you were being rude. You were being rude to. you were being rooted by someone else.
Someone was being rude to me.
There we go.
And you know, unfortunately, you know, that was just like, that's just sometimes, you know, we're not the best people, you know, and if we show that side to people,
it's okay to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised if somebody like speaks up for themselves and like, you know, calls you out on your shit. And this girl was a straight up pussy. She couldn't even look me in the eye and like, you know, confront me. So, I mean, I feel bad saying these things, but that's just what the situation was. And like the next morning,
we should dedicate a whole episode just about how you changed from your road trip.
Oh, dude, I'm still like kind of like going through the motions of it all, because you know, I've been back in like the Matrix for like a week now. Mm-hmm. And I'm still kind of like, so that's kind of been distracting me from it. But I plan to write on my blog about this. I haven't written in my blog since my grandfather passed away. And so it's going to be a very long post. But I'm hoping to sit down one of these days and really go through what I went through. I was having weird thoughts out there, like, what's a personality?
He was in the woods, by the way. He was camping.
So I camped out in Seattle for like 2 days, and so I was having weird thoughts like that, and like ripping my ego from like my body, and then like letting it go and like being one with nature. That was cool.
Hell yeah.
That was really cool. So yeah.
You don't really hear too many people go solo camping though.
It was fucking hard. It was scary going through these hikes by yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, because like
in Seattle, right?
Yeah, I was in Olympic National Park, and this is right after I had like locked myself out of the car, and you know, I was on like this high of like I was on this high of like, I'm a man. I like set up my tent. I started a fire, and like it was just like, but you know, there's nobody out there, and you're really by yourself. Well, at least I was, because I had been with nobody, and I just went through all these thoughts and just in my head, and it was very cool. And there's nothing compared to seeing the stars at night out there. It's just so beautiful.
I mean, I know the moon. Oh, and the moon's been crazy lately. We had the eclipse during the break, and we had yesterday. Did you notice that the moon was like red?
Yeah, there was a red moon yesterday.
Red moon yesterday. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Do you know? Well, and today was the full moon fire jam too. I didn't go, but it was at the beach today.
Yeah, I didn't go. I like going to those in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, you should definitely check those out. They're like drum jams and full moon jams, or like people send fire, and maybe we just get together and just like kind of watch this under the full moon. So it happens, I think, once a month, and the drum jams happen like twice a month. Those events are on Facebook.
Just some Chicago things to do.
Yeah, for sure, and they're free. So
I might cut you off. You were talking about like seeing the stars and everything.
No, I mean totally. Yo, the moon and the stars. That's like, man, I felt so alone and like small and very insignificant, and it was, you know, it just, I was having all these existential thoughts, like, what does it mean to exist? And you know, it was cool. It's like, I really don't have a lot of time during my weekly routines to like sit down and do that. So it was cool to like sit down, shut the fuck up, and like think.
Hell yeah.
You know, and it was cool. It was very cool.
Speaking of being alone, lately I felt so. love is something that's always on my mind, and I just kind of want to talk about this for a quick second.
It's like not a fart. That's like a motorcycle out there.
Yeah, I live like overlooking this busy street, so you always hear cars and stuff go by. That wasn't Vic, and it wasn't me either. But speaking of being alone, for future podcasts, future videos, I really want to talk about love. It's just been on my mind a lot, and how, like, I would say for the first time in a long time, I feel so good in my life. Like, I just feel so amazing about everything that's going on. I feel so okay with being alone. And lately, like, all these things have started to happen where all of a sudden all these guys are kind of coming out of nowhere and, like, trying to talk to me or trying to, like, it's just so weird sometimes when literally the second you let something go is when you get it. That's when you get it. Is when you fully let it go, when you stop trying so hard. Like, so that's something I've been thinking about a lot over the past however many weeks it's been since we made a video. Hopefully we'll talk about that more in future episodes.
Definitely. We kind of like talked about that on the podcast, like on unreleased episodes last season. But we never.
We never released it.
We never released them. We never fully flushed it out. So it's gonna be good to, like, do that.
Yeah. Vic is learning how to mix and produce, so he is gonna be our new sound guy.
Yeah. So.
Love you, Chris.
If it sounds bad, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited to just get back into the groove of this. Like,
yeah, me too.
I missed this. It is like it's very nurturing for me to, like, I like just talking and telling stories and, like, telling other people's stories. And
me too. I love this.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, okay, yeah, that's it. That's what we've been up to, and we're really blessed and thankful for having you guys tune in. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much.
Make sure you check out our first episode of season 2. Interview with Mike Full of Hope. We're going to put a link to that episode in the description box below. Make sure you check out Mike Full of Hope in concert tonight, September 7th, Subterranean. Doors open at 7 p.m. He goes on at 7:45. Tickets are $12.
$12.
Go check it out. And make sure to stay tuned for some brand new material, brand new content.
Yeah, thank you guys for your continued support and love.
Yeah. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, hit that down below. Yeah. And if you are an artist in Chicago
and you want to be featured,
you want to be interviewed, send us an email, like a short paragraph
telling
or some
us about
links.
Yourself, what you do. Yeah, we would love to talk to anyone who, we genuinely feel inspired by.
Right.
You want, like, and even if you're not an artist, if you are super into science and you feel like you want to share something science
if you want to debate us, like
just anything, give us a message.
Yeah, even if you're not in Chicago, we might be able to do, like, some sort of Skype thing.
Something.
So just, just interact with us.
Don't hesitate.
Yeah. And comment below. Leave us any constructive criticism. You suck is not constructive.
No, don't say that. Well, you could, I guess.
You can say it, but I'm probably gonna be like, just kidding. Alright, no. Alright, love you guys.
Love you guys so much.
I'm emerging like the brick economy. Hits me driving till I catch fame like I hit the lottery. Plus, that's them 2-2. Poke their nose down, the ones that lie to me. Pinocchios, they go. Forgive them all and then start some more. Cause it's way bougie. Could've been Chinese, ain't no rap, I'm a certified G.
Let me get at it one more time though. Young Rick with the homie Mike Full of Hope.